Welcome back to a brand new episode In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. I'm your host, Ricky Booker. There are so many things in the world that brings us together. Good food, little conversation does it every time. And In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers, we love feeding your soul. Today's episode, we're taking it on the road. We're going remote to Oklahoma City. So stay tuned to the new episode. We're here live in Oklahoma City. Today's guest is the CEO of Jimmy's Eggs and actually the mogul of breakfast here in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City, let's give a warm welcome for Bardin Nguyen. Hey,
hello.
Bond, how you doing?
Hi, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning, man. It was a trip. We came out here just especially for you.
Welcome to OKC. I mean, you're from here. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm born and raised from here, but I've been eating Jimmy's Eggs, man, as long as I can know. My dad's been taking me to Jimmy's Eggs for a while. And we want to talk about everything that's going on with Jimmy's Eggs so people can understand that Jimmy's Eggs is still around. And you guys need to come visit and get you some of this good old breakfast. But I want everybody to know who Bardin Nguyen is. Let's talk a little bit where it started.
Well, Bardin Nguyen, I'm a Vietnamese refugee, came to the United States in 1975 when I was 13 years old. And it's kind of funny when you say CEO. I don't have a title. You know, I can be a maintenance man one day, and I can be a cook another day, and dishwasher. You know how that is.
But that's what you call working on the business owner.
Yep. But like I said, I mean, I've been doing over 35 years with Jimmy's Eggs. My father-in-law is the original founder of Jimmy's Eggs, and then got married to his older daughter, and between the 30-something years between him and I, we grew to the good side of the channel.
I'll go back to that again. 30 years?
I've been doing 37 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, you can call him a mogul. I'm the OG of breakfast here. No, I remember when I first started. There's Girly Pancake House, and there's Skip Big Boys and Village Inn, and I hate to say that none of them are around anymore.
Right. The one that I was trying to you had a conversation off camera just yesterday, and I kept trying to figure out what's the name of the one we used to go to, like Village Inn.
Village Inn.
That's the way.
Yeah,
Let's say
yeah.
So Village Inn. I remember Village Inn, and the only other option we had was Waffle House, and then there was one called Skybird. Jimmy's Eggs been around too before I even knew what IHOP was, Denny's, or any of that one band from Oklahoma City. Jimmy's Eggs was around.
Yeah, we was the first location on Northwest 16 in May. And then that's when I got my start. I burned many eyebrows and hairs and a lot of burn mark all through the years from learning how to cook. And
that's something that a lot of people don't know owning a restaurant. You either start in the kitchen. Let's talk about how long did you actually work in the kitchen before you came the CEO?
Wow. Of course, I was... when I first came to the United States, I was 13, about 14 years old, I worked in a restaurant. I was a busboy. I worked in Tulsa. I was a busboy, become a waiter and cook, dishwasher, and then become assistant manager in Tulsa. And of course, I went to college and graduated OSU with my management information system and worked for 2 years, and then met my wife, so I decided to move from Tulsa to here, to Oklahoma City, and I thought I can find a job with my degree, and in 9 months I couldn't find a job. So I went to my father-in-law, he had one location on 16, and he got it in 1980. And I go, Pop, I used to work in a restaurant. I kind of know what I'm doing. Can I come and help you? Because I'm getting tired of sitting home for 9 months and don't have a job. And he goes, sure. And so I came in and helped him. And because I had that kitchen background, within 3 months, I told him, hey, Dad, stay home. I can help you doing that.
Right.
Because he was working 7 days a week to support his family. And so I jumped in and within 3 months, he finally had weekends off.
That's something.
Yeah.
And that's what people, sometimes they don't understand. You want to start a business, but maybe you're rich and you're just investing in this business. But you're not hands-on and applying yourself to understand in the back of the house, in the front of the house. The growth is going to be hard to be there. You're not the one that's working on the business to work in the business. So, you know, man, I applaud you to be coming into the United States in 1975 to where you are today.
It's thinking about those years was really funny. I mean, I know how to put the Freon gas in the refrigerator, so do it myself. You know, so I don't have to get a maintenance man cost me money I don't have. So I try to fix everything.
Yeah, you know, we're going to go for a break in just a second, but he's definitely right, viewers. I was with him yesterday prior to the taping, and we was in a brand new truck, and he had waffle makers in the back. So he's definitely CEO, the owner, the maintenance guy, the cook. He came in and tested the pancakes, and it almost similar to the form of what I do every day. That's what you call working on the business day to day. That's a true day-to-day operator, and you've one fashion of that. But we're gonna take a break because we're gonna go back to see what Luscious has going on, and we'll come back and sit down. And on this edition, I get to eat Jimmy's egg. Normally it's Breakfast Brothers that my special guest eats, but today I'm gonna eat Jimmy's egg. We'll see you back shortly.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Luscious Barbie. I am here at Jimmy's Eggs in Oklahoma City, and I know you know I'm with the games. But while I was out here, I did a little searching. And you know I'm a foodie, and if you don't know, it's Sweet Life of Luscious. You already know I'm with the food, but I had to find the foodie of Oklahoma City, which is Big Trey. Hey, Trey,
what's going on? What's going on, man? I'm happy to be here.
Oh my God, I love your videos.
Thanks.
Especially when you say fellow big backers.
Oh yeah, I gotta throw that in there, a little comedy, mix it in.
I feel so at home.
I gotta make sure everybody know we together. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Let the people know who you are, what you do, your platforms, all of that.
Okay, yeah. So my name is Trey Smith. That's my government, but I go by Big Trey now on TikTok and Instagram. And all I do, man, I just create content highlighting different restaurants, different businesses, a little lifestyle mixing there. I might go to a couple games. What else, man? Events, things like that. And it's just all rolled into one. Yeah.
Okay. So you're now becoming the Oklahoma City tour guide.
Man, yeah, it's growing. It's growing for sure.
Okay. So I see you do restaurants, and now we were talking off camera, and you're going to want to get more into travel,
Absolutely.
into different locations. So let the people know how to find you first, and then we're going to get in the game.
Okay, yeah, they can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Big Trey, BIGTRE_918. So just hit me up on those two platforms, and that's where I'm rocking.
All right. Well, Trey, I don't know if you know, but you came to play.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'm with it. I'm with all the games.
So normally we are in Breakfast Brothers, and Breakfast Brothers' theme is Celebrity Brothers.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So in 30 seconds, no pressure at all, except for me starting my timer of 30 seconds. What I need you to do is I need you, and like I said, no pressure, but there's only been, you got 30 seconds to give me as many Celebrity Brothers as you can.
Celebrity Brothers.
Celebrity Brothers.
Okay.
But nobody has beat like 6. So see if you can give me at least 8.
Really?
All right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
3, 2.
Okay, brothers. It's an NFL. You know, can it be sports?
So you'll be in.
Okay, I know Travis and Jason Kelsey. They play in the NFL. Rondé and Tiki Barber. They some athletes.
Okay.
Dang. I'm drawing a blank, man.
5. Oh my. 4. Come on, bro. 3.
That's all I got, man. The pressure was on. I couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't. Yeah.
Well, you got two.
I got two.
And I didn't know neither one of them. So,
Man.
that was a little bonus. But,
yeah.
you know, I stay with the game so deep. We got the breakfast phonics.
All right.
I'm really trying to keep that name going, but it's really like a scramble.
Yeah.
So, 30 seconds.
All right.
Once again, 30 seconds. Tell me how many unscramble these words
Okay.
out loud.
I know that second one right here is bacon.
Okay.
These are eggs.
Okay.
Waffle. Ooh, is that waffle?
Yeah.
Okay, waffle. Juice.
Okay.
Is that a E? Oh, pork chop.
Okay.
Okay. What I say? Coffee. And what is that? Pancake.
And
pancake.
pancake.
Yeah.
With 2
We got
seconds
it.
on the clock.
Got it.
Okay, that's one thing that. How do we stop it? I was on TikTok dance. So now we know you know food.
Yeah. What's up?
So they don't even understand.
Yeah.
They just really gotta go to your platform. So shout it out one more time so they know exactly where to go.
Absolutely. It's Big Trey, BIGTRE_918. And I'm on Instagram and TikTok. So,
Okay,
everybody.
you're gonna see a lot more from Big Trey. And we're gonna do a little collaboration while I'm out in Oklahoma City
Absolutely.
because, you know, we gotta see the city together. But until next time, let's go.
All right, we're here at the sit down with Nguyen, and we're gonna talk a little bit more. And first of all, I told you early on that I'm gonna eat some Jimmy's eggs today. So she's bringing us, and I got the pork chop and eggs, and I think Bond got the omelet.
The garden dancing setup. You need more coffee?
No, I'm fine. I'll take a glass of water.
Some silverware.
Yeah.
Whew.
Man.
You need to. That's still my one of my favorite. I still have to eat it once. I used to eat once a week, but now it's once a month.
It's because you can't eat. I love pork, but you can't eat it too much. When you get up in age, you got to make sure you be careful how you eat it. But you don't have to tell me your ingredients, but tell me a little bit about that's a different type of style of the pork chop.
Yeah, this is something I create long time ago. That it's a secret thing, but it's just it's cracker crumb.
Oh, okay.
But and we just had
And it's actually grilled on it.
it's on a flat grill.
Yes.
As push, when you eat hash brown, 9% of the time you have to eat crispy hash brown.
Right.
You can't eat these soggy
Yeah.
hash brown, and that's how I like to cook.
That's how I
it.
like my
That's
hash
how-
brown too.
And
And I'm gonna tell you something that's really impressive. A lot of times, when you order eggs, you tell your server you want old, medium, sunny side up. So I'm gonna see how close we are to old, medium.
yeah,
Absolutely perfect.
perfect. I mean, that's how I want to eat my meat.
Yes.
I always get meat.
Yes.
But like I said, this pork chop is just nothing like just crack the mill, and then and it's just how moist it is. The cracker keep the moistness in there. You got to try.
We're gonna get back to your story, but I'm finna try this pork chop.
Do it right. You don't have to cut. You have to grab my hand. Just
Okay, I'm gonna do it like you tell me to do.
there you go. Just grab
I ain't
it.
gonna get bougie today then.
No. Don't. There you go. That's how. That's how I eat it. You don't see that moistness up there. I mean, you never see pork chop that moist. And it's
In the flavor, in the texture. Normally you would have to get this texture and flavor from a deep fryer.
Exactly.
Putting it in a fryer. This is off of a grill top, people. Look
real
at that.
top. And
But he told me to grab. He told me not to cut it, so we kind of getting a little bit of.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm learning these different
that's,
little tricks from
I
my co-host and these foodies. Like what's his name? Dave, a guy, a foodie in Dallas, Dre. He always want to share it.
oh really?
He want to share it. Let's just know what I'm talking about.
Well, I got these homemade bread that we make at this store, and then I have a little omelet here with jalapeno, sausage jack, one of my favorite because I like a little spiciness to it.
So it got jack cheese in it.
Jack cheese, and it look like the want a bite too? I mean,
Man.
well, it's just tough. People. Well, like you said, I've been doing this so long now. The outright is very much traditional family-style diner breakfast. I know for the last 10 years, breakfast got real popular.
Right.
And they just, the trend is the youngest crowd, they boom record. I mean, and it showed because Oklahoma City now I have, I was dominating the market for the longest time, but now I have like 7 different competitions in town. And so I still try to keep it simple, price low, using very high quality products on every one of my ingredients. And just like Breakfast Brothers, you use high quality ingredients.
Right. And the thing is about it, sometimes the consumer look at pricing and think you're a little bit high. I always share this. It's what we have to purchase and pay for the food costs, because times in the world has changed to where inflation, sometimes I wonder if they do it on purpose. But we have to keep up with, to stay open for business, we have to keep up with the inflation costs, to change the menu prices. And sometimes a little bit overpriced of what the consumer see, but it's not overpriced on what we pay for it to resell it to you guys. And that's sometimes it's hard, because you want to make sure that where I came from and where you came from, we want to make sure that we're competitive so our consumer and our customer and our regular customer can afford to pay for the food. But unfortunately, we've been set in a climate where we're at these days to where everything is overpriced. You look at one day you go to get some gas, it's $3.80 a gallon, and the next day it's $4.10 a gallon. I may be going a little bit higher than what it is, but that's the world we live in now, and we have to accept it. Sometimes they say you don't have to accept nothing, but that you have to accept, because inflation is around.
I keep telling all my, I think I told you I'm on board of Oklahoma Restaurant Association, and we talk among ourselves, and I would describe in my restaurant tour people that our profit rate has shrunk so much because the food costs is way more higher than what it is. And we can't keep going up in the price on the menu. Eventually, we're going to outprice our market.
Right.
And we're not going to be allowed. And labor costs higher. I mean, I'm still selling great, chicken ketchup is high, and everything is just product.
Right.
And it's shrunk so bad that we can easily, I would tell you, like, we could easily, when our equipment went down, normally cost us a couple $1,000. Now it costs us like $6,000 to get a new refrigerator. And then we did become lost for the month.
Right.
I go back to the history of Jimmy's Eggs.
I was just getting ready to say that early on. We talked a little bit about the history. Let's start over that part.
Right. And then my father-in-law, when he first purchased a Jimmy's Egg from this guy named Nguyen back in 1980, it's cost him $50,000 to start. It's the business. And after I jumped in the kitchen, help him out, and within 9 months, I asked him, can I open a Jimmy's Egg of my own with his older daughter? Can I have my own restaurant? Of course, he tried to talk me out of it. He goes, "Bob, you got a college degree, you got this, and I want you to better, future doing office work, and be."
He tried to convince you to stay out of it.
Yeah, he definitely. I mean, he was just trying to get me not doing it. But I go, no. I see a lot of potential in this, because I kind of, he's very traditional Vietnamese way, work hard, and he support, and that's all he know. And of course, a lot of Asian, they tend to look at the cash register more than expanding the business. Yeah. They have to stay there and watch the cash register because they're afraid, money going to live. So I kind of teach them the American way. No, it's this McDonald's, they do this, and they have system down it. And he go all the way one hour.
Hold that thought. You said one thing that I in my manager's meeting and to my staff. And I'm saying it to the viewers. He said there's one key thing to a business: systems. I'm gonna let you get back to it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I told him it's a system. I mean, every big restaurant, you're walking in, there's the drive-through window is right there. The French fry is on spot. The milkshake machine is on spot. I also had the system. So we didn't have any system back then. But I opened my second store for myself and my wife, and I still had to know how much I spend. We spent total of $29,000 put to the restaurant together.
Wow.
And you're talking about the price in the back there. That's how much it cost. I put in the hood myself, buy used equipment, and back in '86, a lot of restaurants closed down. Oil's only like a barrel, like $7 a barrel. So a lot of business closing down. I mean, actually very similar as today.
Right.
A lot of restaurants closed down. So I can go in and buy certain things for 10 cents on dollars, and I work myself, and then and back then we don't have social media, but I have connection to radio and little TV stations, so I go out there and push that hard. I mean, I would go to a very favorite radio station here called Kiss 99 Kiss at 98.9 Kiss FM.
Right.
And there's a Jack and Ron. And I become friend of Jack and Ron, so every other day I would bring breakfast to them every morning.
They talking about it.
Talk about breakfast.
Free advertisement.
And just like social media, they just boom.
Yeah.
They just took off. And so after second store, we saved enough money. We opened a third store, and him and I just always partnered together. And after the fifth store, the bank, we finally do the right way. We can able to don't look. Watch the cash register.
Right. You don't have to do that anymore. Now you monopolize it.
Exactly. You had to. I keep telling him, you have to. Don't look at the penny in front of your nose. You got to see $1 down the road.
Good.
And so that's why I.
Now, them 5 locations. How long did it take you to open up 5 from the time that you started with your father-in-law to get those 5?
About 6 years.
6 years. So that was almost opening up a location every year after you started.
Yeah. And then it's all money saved from what we did for business. And we didn't have loan or anything like that. We didn't. Asian, they don't believe in debt.
Right.
They don't pay everything off.
Right.
So I was working. I would tell people I was working 4 in the morning to open the store, and I'd be home at 4 in the afternoon.
Yep.
Even though I close at 2 o'clock every day. And I would do that 7 days a week.
You did it 8 days a week. You just didn't know. You figured out how to do it 8th day. It's only 7 days a week, but you figured out how to do it 8th day.
I mean, we've been there, done that, right?
Yes.
So after 12 years of doing that, and we finally grew up to 7, 8 store, I can't remember. And then I go, I can't work in the morning and run all the store.
Yeah.
So time for me to back out, just.
You had to start working on the business.
Exactly.
Instead of in the business, you was cooking in all the locations.
I was every location, short-handed. I'd be flying to that location and I washed dishes many times too. But
now,
that's how that.
We're here. Went from 1986 to 2020 when the pandemic hit, to now in 2024. How many locations you're at now?
Right now, when the pandemic came to, we actually had to close down 3 locations. And the sad note is I did lost my father-in-law and my mother-in-law to COVID back in December 2020.
Yeah.
So right now we have 19 locations all over metro area.
Right.
And time is tough, but this is all I know. So I'm kind of run out location for the metro area. Don't know what next, but I do have few spot I can develop. But right now, timing to do restaurant is scary to me. because I don't know in Dallas why, but in Oklahoma City here, last year and this year, there's over 50 restaurants closed down. Locally here.
The thing is, I'm not no expert when it comes to restaurants, but one thing that I've learned and seen since 2020, I researched breakfast, brunch, however you want to call it, traditional breakfast, niche breakfast, is $1 billion business. It's actually the number one business right now.
Yeah.
And as a restaurateur, if you're not involved with the community and letting people know, and we live in a social world,
right.
Letting people know that you're here and there's a niche to it, a lot of times it don't survive. And if you're the owner that's cooking in the kitchen and you're not tapped into the social world, and even with your employees and your staff, if they're not tapped into the social world, sometimes you lose out on some of the revenue of what's happening to people, because people love food. I remember it's time if you look at during pandemic, we probably was in the house almost 2 years, cooking and eating on our own. The world was shut down.
Right.
And by the time it opened back up, everybody was so in tune to go eat somewhere else and smell the fresh air and be in the atmosphere around other people, to where the restaurants that survived during pandemic took off even more after pandemic.
Right.
So the scary part about it is it's just the people that ain't tapped into the social world, and probably people that's kind of got warm on that type of food. After pandemic, nobody was going to those places anymore.
Right.
So you got new innovative way of serving food and having an extra. People like your grilled pork chops with crackling on it. I've never seen nothing like that, and it tastes amazing. So Jimmy's Eggs is the only one I've seen with that. So why not the social world not be tapped into that flavor? That's a niche. And that's something that you've done and you created. So people need to know about it. And this is the location that's downtown and midtown of Oklahoma City, and prominent area that's growing. And that part is, where we're leaving off to, telling everybody what's the address to this location.
You look in the website, I would have 19 locations, but this particular location is 909 North Hudson. It's right down Midtown, Oklahoma City. And this is the only location I have liquor license.
Oh, so you can get a mimosa.
Mimosa, Bloody Marys, and everything else. But like you say, that's the new trend, that I haven't really captured last 10 years that I've been missing out. So hopefully that's so.
Right here in Midtown, ladies and gentlemen, Nguyen. Thank you for your time. And if you see some things on the menu that you seen the day that I ate at Jimmy's Eggs, you can come right here at 901 North Hudson and get it. 909 North Hudson and get it. That's our wrap for the day. You can join us each and every Saturday at 10:30 in Oklahoma City on CW43, Houston, CW39, and Dallas, Texas, CW33. See you guys next week. Tune in. I'm your host, Ricky Booker.